Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Let's talk about Zwei. Alright, so I am going to be honest with you guys. I feel like she is a very interesting character at first when I first glanced at her skills, but it feels like she is a bit lacking after testing her out. And I hope, in this video we can discuss more about where you ideally want to best use her and also who should be pulling for her, right? Because I think at the end of the day, especially if you are a free-to-play or a low spender, I feel like this is pretty much a skip. Now, the truth is, she is going to be a very unique character that is very sniper rifle focused, alright? So she is going to be reliant on the Pierce. Now, there are some characters that benefits from her a lot, for example, White, right? But it does depend. If you are like a new-ish player, you probably won't get much out of pulling for her. She's still going to be good though if you lack a lot of 20 seconds burst 1 character, which is ideally what you want, right? Now let's go into a kit and then we're gonna do some pulls and then give you guys a better perspective of where she stands right now. Now Zwei's skills are very straightforward. As you can see, the skill 1, right, affects all allies. When you enter full burst, this activates. Pierce damage increased by 20% for 1 shot, and then everybody's pierce damage increased by 10% for 10 seconds. Very cool, very straightforward. So pierce damage, usually, as far as I know, it is going to be tied with sniper rifle characters. Now skill 2, basically she repairs cover. Now this repair cover is a little bit tricky, right? And I know some of you guys will be like, wow, this is so cool. Now the truth is, it doesn't repair cover that is completely destroyed. If your cover has gone down to 0 HP, alright, that blue bar thing, it will not repair those things, right? So keep that in mind. However, critical rate increase for all the allies when you enter full burst, 18% is going to be pretty decent. Now on the last one, the burst skill, this is where she affects herself, right? She's going to increase damage, she changed the weapon in use, and she can be used to be somewhat of a damage dealer in a way. But I find it really weird. It's like, I feel like this should be something else that can provide much more utility rather than doing damage, because her role is to be a supporter. So I feel like this is pretty much a miss, right? It's a bit weird right here. But she does increase everybody's pierce damage by 15.48% for 10 seconds. So in that case, that's pretty good. Now, if you notice, like, her kit is fine, but she's lacking something that a burst 1 ideally you want to have, and that's going to be CDR, cooldown reduction. Now, what is a CDR? Generally, a CDR is basically cooldown reduction, and it allows you to basically burst more often. So this is going to be something that a lot of meta burst 1 characters have, and some of these meta characters include Litter, Volume, D Killer Wife, etc. As you can see, Dorothy as well, right? Cooldown or burst skill reduction is very important. It allows you to burst more often. So when you burst more often, you use your burst skill more often. And you use your burst skill more often, you tend to do more damage, you heal more, you also apply more buffs, etc. generally. So ideally, that's what she's lacking. So the difference between having a CDR versus having no CDR could be 1 to 2 bursts depending on how long the duration of the fights are, right? The longer the fights, the more difference you will feel. And in a lot of endgame in this game, right, most of the fights are quite long, right, about 3 minutes or so. So there is where she is going to fall flat, or she's going to be a bit lacking compared to a lot of other burst 1 characters. They've also recently added the Marciana costume, which I think she looks alright. So this is going to be a very interesting costume right here. Alright, if you guys are looking to, for a gacha costume, we're gonna talk about this in a separate video. But for now, let's jump into the pulls and we're gonna have a look at Zwei's performance. Alright, so we got this 10 pulls, guys. 10 pulls. 10 pulls, we got this. 10 pulls. Easy 1 tap. Easy or not? Come on. Alright, guys. What they say? Don't give up. Don't give up if you miss the first one, because the next one shall be it. Alright? The next one is always it. Never 1 tap. 2 tap. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. Like, why would it not be here, right? It has to be here. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Look at this. Look at this, man. Okay. Elision, guys. Guys, Ellie. Say it with me. Elision. Okay, Tetra. Elision. Let's go. Elision. Okay, Zwei's biggest competition right now is going to be the Killer Wife. Now, why is that? They are both really similar in their kit, both provides pierce damage, and they both are from the same faction, Elysian. Now, if you're pulling specifically just because you want a burst one in your Manufacturer Tower or Elysian Tower, is Zwei better than Killer Wife? So let's just do this comparison first and compare both of them. Okay, let's see.
My comrades are stronger.
Wow. Are you guys seeing this? This is insane, alright? This is as insane as it gets. Wait. We are not doing better. We're not doing better, guys. Guys, what is happening?
Why don't they just develop something like an
No CDR, guys. Guys, no CDR is cucking us, man.
Glad this battle ended safely.
157. Okay, guys, this is what happens when no CDR. It's cucking you. So why would you pull for Zwei when the Killer Wife is winning? 70 million with the Killer Wife versus 58. Okay, no CDR. No CDR. Scarlet 44 with CDR. No CDR 38. Okay. 37. 33. I guess CDR also improved this as well. But you can see, right? Crown is doing about the same. 18 here, 17 here. But even Zwei herself is losing to the Killer Wife's damage, right? This like considering that they are both max. So is Zwei better than the Killer Wife? I would say CDR is pretty much universal and how you want to approach a lot of tougher battles, especially if you need to heal and stuff. So it pretty much has all of this going on for us. I feel like if she's something other than Elysian, I mean, I think it's fair to compare both of them because she's also from Elysian. So what is the problem with Zwei, right? I think she's a pretty cool character. Look at this. Pierce damage increased by 20% for one shot. Pierce damage increased by 10%. Affects all allies when you enter full burst. This skill 1 is really similar to D Killer's Wife 1, right? So D Killer's Wife burst 1 activates when attacked with full charge for 3 times, affect self, gain pierce for 1 shot, right? And then when you enter full burst, pierce damage increased by 13.55%, alright? Which is cool. But notice there's a little bit of limitation here. For D Killer's Wife, affects all allies with a sniper rifle, alright? Pierce damage increased by 13%, 13.55%. And Zwei's one is pierce damage increased by 10% for 10 seconds. But hers didn't say for a specific gun, right? Hers works universally. But pierce damage, we all know that pierce damage is pretty much, for now, is pretty much a sniper rifle thing, right? Is there an assault rifle that's pierce damage? Maybe in the future we'll have, right? Or like SMG and stuff. But I would say 13.55% is better than 10.006%, right? Now skill 2, I do like D Killer's Wife 1 more. Alright, this one makes more sense. Alright, cooldown of burst skill already. This is like a win. And then everybody's attack damage increased by 5% when attacking with full charge for 5 times. This is a very good bonus overall, right? Every time you hit with full charge for 5 times, it's a very good passive skill. Zwei's one is like critical rate increased by 18.6%. Like, do you care about critical rate? I would rather have attack damage increased by 5% for 10 seconds than critical rate for 5 seconds. Now again, it depends, right? If you're trying to like, you know, one-shot certain things, probably. But the cover's HP, this one can be good. If you are playing defensive, right, depending on the boss, right? If you think the boss is doing too much damage, I can see some situation. The cover HP can be a thing, you know, be a benefit to you. But in most cases, cooldown, you know, CDR is better than whatever this could provide, right? And also this only heals cover HP, it doesn't heal the characters. Everybody's pierce damage increased by 15% for 10 seconds. But if you look at D Killer's Wife 1, affects all allies. Alright, damage dealt by attacking core increased by 16%. Allies that hit the body attack increased by 12 of caster's attack for 10 seconds. I think it's about really similar actually. They are both really similar. Feels like D Killer Wife is overall a better value. This banner is just a bait or skip. Now if you're an endgame player and you have a lot of characters, you can maybe consider Zwei, because since she doesn't have CDR, she doesn't have a CDR on her skill, you can use like burst 2 CDR. Maybe if you have swimsuit helm, you can maybe like swap that around. But you need a healer though. You need like a heal character, maybe like helm on burst 3 or something. That could basically be your rotation. But for a lot of newer players, if you don't have much roster of characters, she's not going to do much. But let's compare her and Litter, alright? I mean, the difference is, I would say it's decent, right? 3.7 million against 318. Red Hood does slightly more. Scarlet does slightly more. Yeah, I would say get Litter. If you have Litter, there's no need for Zwei for most players. Now, unless you're an endgame player, you care about, you know, tackling all the solo raid contents and trying to get high ranks, then might be much easier to slot in Zwei in somewhere. So yeah, overall, my honest opinion, I think most players should probably skip Zwei. The only person that should pull for Zwei is probably, you know, the whales that are competing in top ranks. You can see some use out of her, make some use out of her in some niche situations. For example, like, you know, right now we have like the lightning advantage or electric advantage element. But, you know, for most players, I probably wouldn't bother, right? So just for now, we have collab coming really soon, I think, right? And end of this month, there's gonna be plenty of new Nikke events. I would personally say for those. That's just my advice generally. But hey, let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section below. Is Zwei strong? Is she mid? She looks pretty mid to me. You know, that's just the cold hard truth. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.